Did you know the real stories behind these superhero actresses are more incredible than fiction? 1. Brie Larson. Before she flew across galaxies as Captain Marvel, Brie Larson battled something far more common: crippling shyness. As a child, she was so quiet, she'd practice talking in front of a mirror, pretending to be a talk show host. Acting became her way out of that shell, but the industry didn't welcome her overnight. Brie auditioned for years, often being told she wasn't marketable enough. It took more than 100 rejections before Room finally changed everything. That role didn't just win her an Oscar, it made the world listen. 2. Scarlett Johansson. Scarlett Johansson is now the face of Black Widow, but her journey started with heartbreak. She auditioned for the 1995 film Jumanji and lost the part to Kirsten Dunst. It crushed her, but instead of quitting, Scarlett pushed harder. She landed roles in indie dramas while most kids were just figuring out middle school. Her real breakthrough came in Lost in Translation at just 18. Ironically, she and Kirsten would both go on to play iconic roles in the Marvel Universe. Proof that every no could lead to the right yes. 3. Gal Gadot. Most people don't realize Gal Gadot nearly left acting completely. After serving in the Israeli military and dabbling in modeling, she started studying law and international relations. Acting felt like a dream that just wasn't working out. But then she got a mysterious call to audition for an unnamed role. She later found out it was Wonder Woman. She almost didn't go. Imagine that. One of the most iconic heroines of our time nearly walked away from the spotlight forever. 4. Margot Robbie. Before she became Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie worked at Subway making sandwiches. She grew up in rural Australia, raised by a single mother, and never had formal acting lessons. Her first big break came from a soap opera, but Hollywood wasn't sold on her yet. Then came The Wolf of Wall Street. Most people don't know she almost didn't take the role because of the nudity required, but Margot made the call herself and owned it. That fearless choice set her on the path to becoming a global star. 5. Natalie Portman. Natalie Portman didn't follow the usual Hollywood path. Discovered in a pizza shop at age 11, she was offered a modeling contract but said no. Instead, she chose acting and went on to star in Leon, The Professional. But what's more surprising, she kept going to school, even while filming Star Wars. Not only did she graduate from Harvard with a degree in psychology, she also published a research paper. Natalie once said, "I'd rather be smart than a movie star." Turns out she became both. 6. Elizabeth Olsen. Elizabeth Olsen grew up in the shadow of her famous twin sisters, but wanted none of the fame. In fact, she nearly quit acting altogether because she didn't want to ride their coattails. She worked hard in theater and indie films, earning respect on her own. Then came WandaVision. That series didn't just make her a household name. It let her show the world she wasn't just the other Olsen. She was a powerhouse in her own right, with raw emotion, range, and depth. 7. Kirsten Dunst. Kirsten Dunst made her mark early, maybe too early. At just 11 years old, she kissed Brad Pitt in Interview with the Vampire. The media loved it, but she later admitted it was awkward and weird. Most people forget she was already a veteran actress by the time she became MJ in Spider-Man. What's wild? She never watched superhero films growing up and almost turned down the role. Now she's forever linked with one of the most iconic comic book couples in movie history. If their stories inspired you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more behind-the-scenes truths from Hollywood's biggest name.